Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video and I am starting a new album. I am using this one. This is a 6x8 album from Life Crafted and I believe the color is called Sea Glass. And I chose it because this album is for San Francisco and I have quite a few photos that are either on the water or near the water, so it features quite heavily, and I thought this would be a nice color for that since we're on the West Coast. So I'm going to get started today. Let me move this. I'm going to do my opening page, and I'm planning to do a 4x8, and I stuck this vinyl sticker in the page protector because I was pretty sure when I bought it that I wanted this to be part of my opening page. It's super modern. I love the colors in it, and it kind of even goes with this, like this color here, I think. So I want to use it, and I know it's going to be on a 4x8, but I have no background picked out. And I'm pretty sure it's just going to have to be like a cardstock background. I'm not going to do a 4x8 pocket card. I mean, unless I had something that was almost a solid, I wouldn't, because this is so busy and bright. So I will look through my 4x8 cards, but I'm not expecting I'm going to find something there really that I could probably use with this. So it might just be picking out a background paper that goes with this and then going from there. I do think I kind of want to continue my thing that I've been doing lately where on the opening page I have a label or just a piece of ripped cardstock or something, and then I use my roller stamp to put the dates on there. I really like the look of that, and I love that you see that first off, so you know exactly when the trip happened. So I do plan to do that, but I think I need my background first. I actually did find one card in my 4x8s that I might consider, and it's this one. I love that it's got a bright yellow. That works pretty well with the yellows in here. The only thing I don't like is the space here. I love the space itself. I'm not totally sold on this plaid business, but it would be kind of nice if I use the sticker up here. I could just do either stamping letters or very small letter stickers that say San Fran. I wouldn't be able to fit the whole word in there, but I could say San Fran, and then I could put the dates in there with the roller. So it is an option. So I'm going to keep it over here as a maybe. But then I remembered in my bin of stuff for San Francisco, I have this set of papers and stickers from Creative Memories. And I'm wondering if any of these, let me take out the stickers here. I'm wondering if any of these papers would work to cut out and use as a background. Like this one here might be okay. It's got a pattern, but it's subtle. And really, if I'm not going to write much on it, if most of the info is going to be like up top or something, because I kind of want this at the bottom. So even if I were just to cut a piece of paper, I'd probably put the trip info at the top somewhere. Do I need anything else? I mean, I could potentially like add a sticker or something from in here if I wanted to, but it's not like I need room to journal. So this paper would be fine. I like some of these others too. Like if I want to keep the yellow, this one's a little more yellow orange, but I do like it. And it's a similar pattern in that it's very subtle, but enough to like keep you visually interested. So I think I'm going to look through here and pull those out. And I think I cut into some of these for something else. Yeah, I can see right away, like there, that one. So maybe I won't even have to cut into a new sheet for all of these. So I think I'll just, oh yeah, look at that. I cut into the yellow for something else. If I could get this dang thing out of here. So I cut into that one already. Oh, that's pretty. Not for this, not the right color, but it's pretty. But I could use it for this if I wanted to. Okay, these are my choices for papers. I still have the yellow one that I was considering. Then I have these, and I think this looks good with all of them. This one is definitely the most subtle, both for pattern and for color. So if I go with that, it does give me the option where I could do a bold label, like maybe the hot pink or something, you know, to bring all that in. And I do have, I didn't pull them out here, but I do have some embellishments and stickers and things in my stash in this bin for the trip that would match that color scheme, because I wanted to go with a very sort of bright and sunny and fun kind of look to it, even though like we went the last day of February and then the first couple days in March. Like where I live, that's still winter, but here it was totally spring. So I think that color scheme would definitely work. So I've decided not to do this one because of that plaid thing up there. It's just, it's not horrible, but it's enough to make me question whether I really want to use it. So that tells me don't. I can save it and it will definitely get used for something else later. That's fine. So then I have it narrowed down to these two. I'm really having a tough time deciding between these two. I like how bright and sunny that would be if I chose the yellow. But I also like this because it matches with the blues I've got. I think it goes well with the album and it kind of gives that feel of like ocean and water. So I'm kind of torn because and yellow's like, it's probably a tie for my favorite color between yellow and purple. So I love yellow anyway. So anytime I can use that, I'm excited. So I think what I might do is actually, if I want to go with a pink label, maybe I'll find that and hold it up to both of them and see what I think. I didn't have as many bright pink labels as I thought. I really want kind of that bright pink. So pull out these instead. So I have all of these pieces of ephemera. There are some pink things in there that I could maybe layer, not really label, but then these also match. So I have some chipboard pieces. There is like this thing, but that's not quite the color I want. It's a little busy for this. But in here, I have a couple of stickers, including, where are they here? Second page after, yeah. So like I could layer with some of these, like maybe this one in the background might be fun. And then there was a label in here, a sheet of them where I could actually stamp on it. Yeah, and here, this one. And it's even got kind of like map background there. I'm kind of digging that one. I would have to obviously do the title separately. Like I wouldn't be able to fit San Fran and the dates in there, but the dates, I could totally do it on that sticker. So when I hold up the papers to this, that's with the pink. So kind of that whole color scheme. When I change it to the blue, I don't like that nearly as much. I want that brightness. So problem solved. It's going to be this background. All right, I have adhered the sticker. I got it as close to end as I could. There was a tiny little bit that hung over here in the bottom and I cut that off, which is fine. So that's how the bottom's going to look. Now I have to figure out like where exactly I'm going to do the label at the top. Like I want to cluster some things, and actually I might do San Fran right in the middle to kind of break that up. So that's awesome that I've got it started. I'm happy with that. Okay, so I pulled out all of the embellishments that have the matching colors. They are all way too wild, either too big or too wild. So I'm not doing that, but I did take off the pink label sticker that I liked, and then I found this in my bin as well. I forgot that I had thrown this in there, but again, it's that same kind of color scheme, which I like. I kind of like this green too. It's not perfect to that, but I like it. I was traveling with a friend, so I may just reserve that and save it for some other picture in the hopes that the green matches. But I like this orange label, and there is orange in here several places. So I may double up. I may do this with the dates and then have this on there as well and just write something or stamp something. I think that would be kind of fun, and then it gives it visual interest. I do want to get this on here first. So this will be closer to the top. I am going to leave some room just in the event that I want to fit like an asterisk or a heart or something, because there were hearts in here. Is this orange? That's not the same. Oh, I do have this one though. Maybe I can layer that somehow over the orange. But I'm going to do that, and then I think I want this one. I'd probably make it shorter. Oh, should I do this on top? No, bottom. So you know what, actually I'm going to put this back on here right now. I need to do the date stamping before I get ahead of myself. Let's do the date stamping, because if I screw that up when it's already attached, I'm going to have to cover that somehow. So let's do that before I do anything else. All right, well, I forgot how wide the stamp is. I wanted to use my Cocoa Daisy roller because this one goes all the way out to 2033. I have no idea if they're still selling this on their website, but if you are interested and you use a roller stamp like this for dates, go check it out, see if it's still there. It's the furthest one out that I've seen. Anyway, I forgot how wide it is. So I can't fit 2 dates in there. So now I'm gonna have to fit the other one here, which is totally fine. But I think I'm going to overlap it like that. And then I will stamp under it as close to, you know, in alignment as I can. And then that leaves me room to maybe embellish over here, put staples in, whatever. But I did not think ahead. So if you're gonna use roller stamp in a date that's wide, think ahead about how much room you're actually gonna have, because I didn't, and now I have to adjust. Look at that. I actually managed to get those pretty well aligned. I'm super happy with that. So now it's time, since I didn't screw it up, now it's time to cut off the ends that I don't need. Love the way that looks. And I will put in some staples with my tiny attacher here. They don't have to be even. I like that they're actually not even, they're slightly off. So there we go. So, and I did it that way also so that I would have room right here that I could put a hard asterisk, geotag. Oh, maybe a geotag. Maybe that's the way to go. I don't have any of those in here. Not sure if I have it in the flat ephemera. Well, it shows I have one. I think I used that though for something. I don't think that's in there, but I will look through my stash. Well, people, I stamped it beautifully, but it's the wrong date. When I went back into my Wanderlog app to look at some stuff, I realized it was March 4th, not March 3rd. So I'm mad at myself for that because I don't have another one of those orange sticker labels. So I'm gonna have to cover it up with something. So it'll be one of these instead. In my many sets of geotags, I found this set. And this green, it's not perfect, but it's close. This one's a little too big. The slightly smaller one, I'm hoping will fit up there. And that will help bring in the green. Let's see, so I want this one. Will it fit? Yes, woohoo! All right, so we're gonna go right there. That's pretty close to the top, but I don't mind that. Make sure it's fairly straight. There we go. All right, so there's that. That's good. I think for San Fran, I'm maybe gonna look for the bright pink letters to put there. I think I do have some. I just need to look through there. Actually, what were the letters like in here? I know there were some. Ooh, not those. Nope. I already have orange in there, and that's kind of too much. So I will go into my pink letters. So I have quite a few pink options available, but none of these are the right pink. But I did have this sheet. So I'm going to use this one, and again, just hope I don't screw it up. This paper is pretty thin. These stickers are pretty thin, so I just have to be real careful with how I line it up on there. All right, I think I have it done. I thought about doing Cisco down here to help fill the space, but I don't like the way it looks when I lined it up. I put my letters on here to get them relatively even and then line them up. I didn't like it. It took up like too much space. I'm not crazy about saying just San Fran. It annoys me actually a little bit when people say it and when I say it instead of saying out the whole thing. But this is how it's going to be because it's what I can fit. The colors match. I was able to cover up my mistakes. So you know what? It's all good. I'll be happy with that. So now my opening page is done. Thanks for watching.